Hello everyone, this is Korith Landwalker, and happy Christmas Eve. Presuming that you celebrated, of course. If not, simply welcome. This is an off-schedule stream for me. Usually I'm streaming Star Citizen on Saturday afternoons and Star Trek Online on Wednesday evenings. But when I do an off-schedule stream, I tend to go with a different game entirely. And that game is Valheim. Now I've done this, it's been a while since I've looked at this particular character. Mainly because most of my streams are, again, scheduled streams. But when I have some time off, and today is certainly one of those times, I go off book. So, without further ado, let's go into the game. I will be using the character of Landwalker, who has been the character really imaginatively named. I know. But, you know, I had a Korith character on here, but he's kind of my main playing character, and he's way too advanced for the kind of stuff I want to be streaming. So, I went with the other half of the name. It works, more or less. And we are going to be engaging in the land known as This Land. Points to anybody who understands that reference. Let's see, now, when I last played Valheim on this character in this world, most of the stream was put together building my new home base. And now it's time to perhaps spend less time on the base and more time on getting stuff for the base. Now, as you can see, this is the upper floor. It's nothing fancy. We're going to go downstairs here. This is the main hall with the view. Over here we have the kitchen, and I have some poison resistance mead fermenting. This is important. And it's important because the big goal for today is to locate swamps. And swamps have nothing but heaps and heaps and heaps of poisonous creatures. I don't think there's any... What do I need in the way of food? Okay, let's step back on that for a moment. Oh, and I've got some build pieces, which are Christmas related or holiday related, but I'm in no particular hurry to deal with. Ingredients, I've got a lot of thistle and meat. Thistle and meat, does that give me... No. Unfortunately, one of the things I'm going to need to make some of the better foods is an improved crafting station for cooking. And unfortunately, I don't have anything that will increase that. Yet. It's on the list. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure why I put my purgatives in my potions, except it freed up space. At some point, I'm likely to try to improve on this storage kind of thing. I do have another shelf up here, so I guess that'll be part of the improvements. But I feel... Oh, okay, actually it's better than I thought. I've got room for plenty. I should not be worried. In fact, I could probably even redo some of this so that that still works. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to need another one of my furnishings here, so... Can I get this up? Ooh, maybe not. Maybe I've pushed my luck a little bit here. I kind of want to put it down here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think that I've got this too high up. Well, the great thing about Valheim, though, is you're usually not locked in. So this is how I'm going to do it. Step 1, get rid of the top shelf and recollect all the wood. The nice thing about Valheim is when you ditch your wood supplies, you can reclaim it perfectly. Next, I'm going to temporarily ditch off the bottom half here. There's a reason for this. There's a good reason for this. And we're going to build in half walls here. And now, when I set this up, I can set that there. We'll put in some verticals to support that. Then we're going to re-demolish those half walls. At least try to half demolish those. Pick up the wood as best I can. Oops. Okay, I seem to have smashed a bit of the back wall there. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. But now we're going to put the main wall back into place. And the reason I did it that way is because that way I could guarantee that I would have the pillars here at the right height. Then I can build in the flooring here. And we'll put in the beams. And before I go labeling anything, we're going to head outside and take a look at the back here, mainly because I want to get that last... Yeah, you see the missing beam here? Let's put that back into place. You can see I've got my hives out here. Haven't helped me on storm because they will probably wash those hives away. The bees will not be happy. I've got a pier right now that handles my carve. This is pretty temporary, to be honest. I have better plans, but they require materials that I cannot use yet. But you never know. Maybe if things go really, really well, maybe today they will. I also, for the same reason, haven't done much in the way of flooring in here. Because the time's going to come when I'm going to change the flooring. This will get me to the trader. Yeah, it's also a temporary portal room. This is the workshop, and eventually the kiln and the furnace, the smelter, it's going to come inside here. But I want to have stone flooring for that. But in the meantime, and this is where I keep all the non-standard equipment, shall we say. There we go, there's my bronze nails. I don't need fine wood for this. And for the same reason, I haven't set up the shelving in here either, because I want the floors in place before I monkey with that. I may be sorry about that later. And now I can put the signage back up. No coal. Didn't I reclaim the coal when I broke the signs? I guess not. That's new. Used to be able to reclaim the coal. Well, it's a good thing then that I've got the smelter outside. Let's look at the front end. This isn't something that that's kind of on the long-term list. I do want to eventually flatten out this area more completely. Oh, and can conveniently, I've got some coal over here. Exactly what I need. That was freakish. So for this one, and this one, and this one. That one is potions, ingredients, and foodstuffs. Okay, we're almost there. Now I just want to build another chest right here. And bam, that takes care of that. Okay, I think my supplying is pretty solid here. I'm going to just do a quick repair here. My poison resist mead is not ready yet. But that's okay, because there might be something else we need to do first. And that involves going to some of these crypts. You see, I want some more money. I did find the trader at a relatively early point. And I did get enough to buy the Megingjord belt, which increases my lift capacity substantially. Let's grab some of these. I'm going to need another portal available soon. And I need 20 of these. So that's my trader portal. And we're going to take a quick hop over to the great outdoors. Everything here is pretty temporary when it comes to the fencing, and honestly the fencing kind of falls down a little bit because, not to put too fine a point on it, but it doesn't keep the bad guys out. I had a really rough time on my previous Valheim stream when one dark and stormy night, it may not have been stormy, I found that a Grey Dwarf brute had gotten past my defenses. This was not a good thing. This was a bad thing. It goes beyond bad, actually. It was horrific. I was in no shape to fight him because my stamina and health, I hadn't taken the foodstuffs. Horrible things, horrible things. This was the original home base, and, well, as you can see, it's had better days. I'm going to put a pile of rocks here. You know, I did notice that, where was that? I can make a Christmas tree. I may make a Christmas tree. I don't know if I have any fir cones, although I'm pretty... No, those are pines. Take the pine with me. I'll take the torch with me too, because, well, I'm going to be going into crypts, and it's dark. I got a number of seeds here. I should take some of those back with me too. The important ones, at any rate. Yeah, as you can see, I got some stuff still left over here from previous activities. There we are. I'm going to take one of you guys. I usually don't use fur because they're hard to get the stumps ditched. You know what? I think that's going to be all I take right now. as you can see, I got a fair amount of stuff that I still got to move to the new facility. I just haven't done it yet. I can't move this. That's a, what do you call it, maypole. And it's only available to build at certain times of the year, so this is kind of committed. But I can build the tree, if I have 10 wood. 10 wood will not be hard to acquire. In fact, we've got a fallen log over here. Undoubtedly from my early days when I was building up the original home. But now, perfect. 10 wood, exactly what I need. Yeah, I was hoping that if I built far enough out with that fence that it would be difficult, if not impossible, for hostiles to come after me. It don't work that easily. Well, you know, you can't win them all. I do have a plan, but it's going to require a little bit more stuff. I'll stop being coy about it. I'll come right out and say it. What I need, you know, I was going to build it outside. Maybe I'll build it inside. What I need is the ability to build stone structures, and for that I need iron. And iron is not something I conveniently... Oh! There's the coal! It all came up here. Okay, time for... And you'll see that my comfort score went from 4 to 5. So let's put a couple... Let's put a gift under the tree, shall we? They don't do anything, but oh, they're actually storage bins. Very cool. I'll have to remember that. Kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Christmas bins, Christmas trees. All right, what do I have room? Okay, keep that. Fine wood. Oh, nuts, I gotta get more fine wood now. Oops. Some of that fine wood was supposed to be for dealing with future transportation, so to speak. Okay, it's time to start getting the foodstuffs ready. I need to eat something to engage in my spelunking, shall we say. So, I'll grab some meat. I'll grab some minced meat, which will give me 40, or we'll go with the minced meat. And we'll start off with the strawberry, but I'm not too worried about the stamina stuff because I'm going to be buffing that substantially, because inside of every crypt, I guarantee you'll find a whole bunch of yellow mushrooms. Alright, so I'm going to go take a portal to the trader and work my way down into the crypts. And while we're at the trader, I will show you why I want to hit the crypts. It's not because I need cores. Oops, actually there was one more thing I needed to do. Dumb, 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 dumb. You would never tell by just looking, but once in a while, I like to delude myself into thinking that I'm a smart guy. It's mostly a delusion. We're going to make a new portal. Preferably somewhere where I don't have junk already sitting. Fine, I'll put it here. And we're going to call it explore 1. And that way, when I go down south to those crypts, I can drop a portal right there and come right back here with no problem. It does appear that it is getting towards nighttime. So instead of traveling the Black Forest at night, we're gonna rest up. You lie on the battlefield, dreaming eyes turned upward towards the sky veiled by smoke. The calls of your warriors grow fainter and your eyes close for a second time, and I can't read all of that in that period of time. Ah well. You win some, you lose some. So, now we will go through the Trader Gate, so to speak. And I've got, you know, some walls defending it, because the rest of this is inside the Great Bubble, protected by our good friend... Where is he? Ah, there we are. Haldor. Now, Haldor, among other things, sells the Dverger Circlet, and I know I'm pronouncing that wrong because I don't speak Viking. But basically, you can replace your helmet with this, and it's like having one of those miner hats on your head. Very clever. However, it requires me to have 620 gold. For those keeping score, I don't have 620 gold. In fact, I don't seem to have any gold. I thought I had some left over. I'm a little bothered by that, actually. Let's take one more look in the chest over here. I don't think there was any back at the old base, because I'm almost certain I would have taken it with me. Here we are. I've got 113 gold, which is not bad. It's a sixth of the way. Oh, I also have some of the amber to sell. That'll give me another 10 gold. Unfortunately, I have nothing else. I'm going to dump this coin in the treasure chest I have by the portal. Now, another good place usually to find gold is to go into troll caves and loot those. There's just one teeny tiny problem with that. They involve having to kill trolls. I really don't want that deer trophy. Go away. Okay, slap my 10 gold into my total bin there. I will chow down my foods. That should get me to a substantially healthier state, for lack of a better term. I have not run into any troll caves in my explorations around here, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. It just means I haven't run into them. Hopefully the lack of troll caves will also indicate the lack of trolls. I'm also pretty sure that no, you don't go. Ah! There we go. A starred deer? That's a lot of meat. I didn't need the trophy, though. Out you go. Got a lot of berries sitting out here. We've got the abandoned structure, which I think I've already cleaned out. Yes, because otherwise I'd be jumped by a whole bunch of Grey Dwarves. Up here we have the remnants of the Elder's summoning spot. And you may notice that we have a whole bunch of downed tree limbs here. Want to guess how that happened? Hey, it's free core wood. The core wood could come in handy for, shall we say, further outpost building. And you had better believe that I will probably need to build an outpost wherever I locate the swamp. Whenever I locate the swamp. Okay, I'm going to swap out weapons. There may be skeletons here. And there he is, right on schedule. I'm using a bronze mace, bronze armor, troll hide cape. I don't need bones. Technically, I don't need the spare wood either. I got 50 here. What else don't I need? Oh, honestly, I probably could have pitched some of the... Oh, what I could do is... Okay, first things first. Entrance to the tomb. And the fun thing here is that it's guarded by a pair of pine trees. I mean, I could go around them, but I was just saying how useful core wood would be, right? Uh-oh, what's that over there? Oh, that's another one of the crypts. I have it marked on my map. Pro tip for anyone playing Valheim: it pays to mark your map. Oh, I hear noises. Oops, put away my shield by accident. Clumsy me. Oh, nuts. When things are vibrating, that means a troll's on the way. Don't turn around, just run. And there he is. Oh, he's moving pretty good too. Swapped arrows. If I'm gonna kill that troll... Where is that troll? The fact that I don't see him bothers me. I do see you, though. Did I evade the troll? Check arrow supply. Okay, I've certainly got enough to take out the troll. I just don't, you know, want to do it at a disadvantage. And now I've completely lost track of where the troll is. That figures. When I want to kill the troll, that said, if I whack something with an axe a few times, I'm sure I'll get his attention again. So let's try to get his attention. Look around, look around, look around. Wait, is that him up there? No, that's just the light from the... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Where are you, trolley? There you are. And of course, my first shot misses. Let's use Eikthyre's ability, because I'm going to want to be able to run with abandon here. Don't want to get killed by this guy. And unfortunately, he does stand a pretty good chance of doing me in. Ah! Luckily, I'm pretty sure, yes, skeletons and trolls don't get along either, so that actually works in my favor. Okay, that dodge did not work. Those little attacks of his are what gives me the chance here, because whenever he makes those attacks, he has to stay still for a moment. That's when the bursts of speed come into play. Let's see, I've still got 3 minutes left. Whoops, he went around the other way. Impolite. Okay, he's almost done. And you don't know what the best part about killing this troll is going to be? The fact that he drops gold. Alright. I don't need that wood. What did I pick up that I don't want? Rocks. I don't want rocks. I do want the troll hide, but not yet. It's the gold. Gold, gold, gold. Okay. What can I use? I'll get rid of this spare core wood. I don't need the core wood at the moment. And now that I've done that, let's do a quick crafting table. Build a quick portal here. We're going to pair it, Explore 01. And I can dump off all the spare stuff in here, and then come right back and go into the cavern. So, I think I had something carrying deer hide somewhere, right? Right. Eyes. Okay. We're going to hold on. We're going to keep holding the gold there. Core wood. I can stack. Troll hide. I think I've got troll hide mostly at the original base. And the deer hide, the deer meat is going to go into my ingredients basket, where I'm going to keep the coinage with me. And while I'm thinking about it, we're going to move my hoe down and kick on the torch here, because I will be primarily using the torch and mace when I go spelunking. And I see that I've already used up the berry there. So, nom nom nom, have another berry. So, dead troll gets me some coin. That's good. Bad news is only 29 coin. I got a long way to go. But that's why we're in here. I've got a decent amount of health. Now, technically, you don't really need the torch in here, but, you know, I'm trying to remain cognizant of the fact that people watching the stream may see nothing but black if I don't have a torch. Come back there. I'm going to use the left-hand rule here, where I go left when at all possible. You know, I may have actually been here, or at least in part, because you don't find empty chests, as a general rule. And that door is open, and that door is open, and that is telling me that I've been this way. Okay, I technically had been this way, because I must have been looking for coinage, got the coin I needed, and just left. Because why go any further when you don't have to? It makes sense it would be this one. But we're going to double check anyway, because I'm pretty sure I saw some closed doors. And if there's closed doors, that means I have not been that way yet. If there are skeletons, it means I have not gone this way yet. And we have a Surtling core here, which I'm always happy to pick up. The time is coming quickly when Surtling cores won't be needed anymore because, quite honestly, it's not so much that I won't need them, it's just that I'll have access to so many of them. But that lies ahead. Oh, how could I possibly have not picked up the yellow mushrooms? Bad me. I've gotten out of the habit. Oh, more of them. Lots more of them. I have found the mother lode of skeletons. I wonder if there's a spawner down here. Oh, nuts. There's... Okay, ghosts are a little bit rougher. I'm not entirely sure what they're vulnerable to. But in cases... Oh, nuts. Is there two of them? Cripes. Two ghosts. How's that for a nervous feeling? I don't care about spare bones. I was hoping to find more gold-like stuff, but you know what? Oh! And there it is, more gold-like stuff. Rubies. Rubies are useful. Amber pearls. They are useful. And of course, I will never pass up a Surtling core if I can avoid it. Skeletal remains just have bones, and, well, I don't really need bones. You know, for that many ghosts down here, I was really hoping there'd be some really cool stuff here. Like, you know, more gold, more valuables, more treasure. This was just, average. But, you know, it is what it is, what it is. And we have explored this sufficiently, so we are now done with this crypt. I'm going to give it the X mark. And we're going to put the torch away because I no longer require the torch. So, how did we come out in there? Didn't get a whole lot of coins, but we got 4 rubies with a value of 80 gold and 2 pearls with a value of 20. So we got about 100 gold off that. That ain't bad. A couple trophies that I don't need. Bones I don't need. Oh yeah, and 5 cores. Now we're going to demolish the gate here. And demolish the crafting table. And what we're going to do is we're going to head over to the... Okay, just making sure there's nothing else. We're going to head over to the other crypt farther south here. It does look like the sun's setting, but, you know, the whole point with carrying the materials to build a crafting table and the portal is so that it will be easy for me to get back home with little problem. Breakout weapon, breakout torch, into the deep. Now, technically, yes, I realize these are called burial chambers. I call them crypts, but you know what? They're basically synonyms. Okay, well that sure turned out to be a dead end fast. Hopefully this way will be better. Well, that is a poor start. Okay, at least I can get some mushrooms. A really pathetic way to start, but you know what? We take what we can. Ah, skeletons! Skeletons don't bother me. Except rancid skeletons. If we're lucky, we won't encounter any. Because rancid skeletons have poison, and they require room to work if you don't have any poison resistance. And, well, I have no poison resistance. Man, this crypt sucks. One more major door to redeem the place. I mean, no cores, no treasure. I mean, come on. Oh, it's another ghost. Ghost is down. Skeleton is down. We'll go this way in a minute because I'm kind of, again, trying to do left-hand searches. So now we've got a dead end, and now I take that first left. Well, we've hit the mother lode as far as the cores go. Some coins. Pearls are good. But unfortunately, while we got plenty in the way of cores, we don't have enough in the way of monetary value. So that's not a good sign. Keep going this way, because we didn't go all the way this way. Oh, there's another ghost. Cripes, it's like Ghost Central. Get some of that stamina back. And boy, there's this one skeleton just sitting there like a bump on a log. Well, far be it from me to disabuse him of the notion that I'm going to spare him. Okay, Amber. I can work with Amber. I can't work with Amber. Ditch the bones. More cores, which I no longer have room for. What can I pitch? Spare eyeball. And if I were interested in knowing where the Elder was, gee, he's right there. Big shock. Now, fun fact here. These stones, if I were to say find one far away in another black forest, it could conceivably point me to a different Elder altar. That's because the Elder altars, and really the altars of all the big bads, are scattered all over Valheim. So, you know, we've got that much going for us. All that said, this was a pretty disappointing experience. I was expecting better from these crypts, and I got bupkis. I am cold. That means it's time to go home. So we're going to zap ourselves over here. We're going to dump off the stuff I don't need. Nah, not that. That. Core. I got lots of cores. Also got lots of wood that I don't need. I'll just put them in here. Keep the valuables on me for now. You know, with all these torches, it's a wonder that I haven't burned down my home yet. And rest. back down the stairs, and zap into Exploro 1 once more. Because it's time to dismantle what I've got there. Pick up the supplies so I can rebuild it at need. There are no more crypts to my awareness on this portion of the map. There might be some connected here, but I am not horribly motivated to go there. So we're going to work our way north back to the trader. Sell off what I can with the valuables that I did find. It's probably not going to be enough. Let's chow down a mushroom. Help that stamina. Once we've made our way to the trader, we'll see if we have enough, which we won't. And then have to consider the next plan of attack. Oh, hi, deer. You know, as long as that deer's... If I had any stamina left when I caught up with that deer would be dead. Ah, well. You win some, and you don't win some. We've already explored that tomb. Oh, look, it's a gray dwarf. I just wanted him out of the way. I didn't need him following me. Run! Run! Yeah, all my food buffs are slowly running out, so stamina is not the best. Hi there. Yeah, ha ha ha, you too. 199, which is good. It's just not good enough. Throw that in there. I'm still not even halfway. You know what? Let's grab these cores too. And the fine wood. And the eyes. And the deer hide. And the feathers. I can't take the metal though, because the metal will not go through portals unless you're using a mod. And I don't do the mod thing because, well, I'm hardcore. No, not really. But we are going to take these guys back and drop them off and consider the next move. And the next move is going to depend a lot on what's in my kitchen. We're going to keep 20 because again I want to be able to use my ability to zap into distant places easily. You know, that did not work the way it was supposed to. Good enough. Ah, core. I only need 2 of these. Why did I take that? Why did I take that deer head? I remain my own worst enemy. Deer hide. Swap out the torch for the hoe. Do some quick spot repairs. Poison resist potions are done. And with that, I am prepared to go after the bad guys. Or more accurately, more prepared to sail off in search of swamps. So, now that I've got everything I really need, with the exception of a lousy deer trophy that I don't need, well, we'll we'll be dealing with that soon. Have no fear. I don't have anything in here, do I? Good. We're going to rudder backwards, and we're going to go on a sea cruise. Unfortunately, it looks like my sea cruise is going to be mostly paddling, because from the looks of it, well, maybe not. Maybe not. Catch the wind. Now, during my previous excursion, well, I still have the steering off. On my previous excursion, I went from here to here, not realizing that it was actually connected all the way up here. So, my great ocean-going cruise turned out to be a little less impressive than I might have preferred, because there wasn't nearly as much there as I thought. But this time we're going to go across the northern tip and see what we can find. If we can find, say, for example, I don't know, another black forest with a lot of crypts, with a lot of treasure, that would be great. But the real goal here is to find the swamp. Because the swamp has a lot of what I'm going to require. Theoretically. Because it's the swamp biome where you can find iron. Find iron, then everything goes very nicely. So, if you're new to my streams, I'd like to mention that this is not my usual day for streaming, nor is it my usual game for streaming. I usually stream Star Citizen on Saturday afternoons. It will not happen tomorrow. And I usually stream Star Trek Online on Wednesday evenings. All in Eastern Time. I should probably mention that detail. But I had the day off today, and I felt like doing an off-schedule stream, and when I do off-schedule streams, Valheim is what I look at. So, here we are. Yay! It's been a couple months since I've actually, oops, hit my mouse button by accident. I can see a landmass way, way up there. When I get a little closer, I'm going to down some food, because while you may not think I would need the food, in fact, actually I'll do it now. The simple fact is, I may find a biome that I am nowhere near ready to face. You see, when you start ranging further out, you may also encounter the biome known as the plains. Now, I admit that doesn't sound so bad. The plains? Awesome. Wide open areas. Yeah, don't think it's a good thing. There are horrible, horrible things there that will kill you in one shot. Including, potentially, the very nasty death skeetos. That's right. Death skeetos. Well, it looks like we've got a black forest ahead, because they're the only ones that have those kind of trees, I think. I don't think it's plains. No, too wooded. Too wooded. So whatever I'm seeing ahead, it is definitely not swamps, but there may be swamps associated with it. Or nearby it. Or there may be crypts. In any event, of course, from the looks of it, it also looks like it's just a tiny island. I was hoping for something more than a tiny island. And a tiny island, of course. Oh! Oh, well, on the other hand, tiny island. Oh! Okay, things just got a lot more interesting here. First, bring boat to stop. Okay, step 2, we have a spawner there for gray dwarves. I kind of want to get rid of that. But you may have noticed a couple trees that look really different in the distance. Those are swamps. We have found what we're looking for. I've also saw, further to the north, a troll cave. And I'm debating how intelligent it would be to invade. And do you know the answer I'm coming up with is? The answer I'm coming up with is it would be a stupid idea. Don't do it. But over there, across the roadway, that is swamp territory. Let's throw these over here. I'll probably never come this way again, so my conscience is clear. Now, the danger of the swamps is there are things that are, shall we say, slightly dangerous. And by slightly dangerous, I mean, oh my god, they can murder, death, kill me very easily. More to the point, however, they can murder, death, kill my boat. So I need to find an area around there where I can park without exposing it to some of the really nasty critters there. I mean, sure, I could rebuild. The boat isn't exactly something I can't put back together again. But I'd really rather not be pressured. I would like to get that troll cave. There's bound to be some stuff in there. But you know what else is usually in troll caves? I realize this is a hard one to believe, but there are trolls that occasionally go in troll caves. And a troll cave is way too small an area for me to want to try to take out opposition. Oh no. Those swamps might just be an island swamp too. If that's the case, yeah, they're just tiny swamp-like area, which doesn't have any of the attributes that I need. Although it does have the ancient wood. Oh, you see those fellows over there? We got at least one Draugr there, which are nasty zombies with kick. That's how I like to think of them. Zombies with kick. And I couldn't tell if that was a leech or a blob. Got skeletons. All of which I do not want to deal with. Up and... okay, the wind is still going in a decent direction. The bad news is it looks like it's getting kind of late-ish. The sun is definitely in the direction I'm sailing. And since I'm sailing west, that means that could be inconvenient. Ooh. We may have an opportunity here, though. I don't know if that's land or if that's something far, far more interesting. So we're just going to sail in that direction and see. I see. Looks too small to be the really interesting things. Oh, whoa, what's that? Landmass the other direction. But this is closer. But I gotta remember, generally southish. We've got something. But what I also need is something that I can get to relatively quickly, where I can build up, say, a crafting station and a portal, and zap myself back to home base and recover. You know, that thing looked a lot closer than it is. I really don't want to be sailing at night, because the problem with sailing at night is sea serpents. Yeah, you know those old maps that said, here there be serpents? They're here in Valheim. Okay, I was afraid of that. Okay, it's not what I was kind of hoping it would be, but it's close enough for my purposes. It is a landmass. It is an area that I can build up stuff. It doesn't look like it's got a whole lot in the way of, shall we say, native life. Swing the boat around. I'm gonna run aground a little here, but that's okay. Don't mind me. I'm not going to stick around here. I just need long enough to build that. And build this. And Zappo, I return back to my home base. Leagues and leagues away, where I can rest, recuperate, and more importantly, prepare for my next outing. You know, I was hoping I had some rocks that I could just... doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So up the stairs I go. Oh, fire went out. I'll just throw 5 in there for now. Now, at some point, this section is going to change grammatically. But again, I need the ability to work stone, and I don't yet have that. Someday. Now, it looked like we saw a good landmass to the south of where I popped that portal. So we're going to head in that direction next. On most generated worlds in Valheim, you're going to find that the ability to sail is crucial. You will very rarely find everything you need to get hold of on one landmass. You will always, just about always, need to sail somewhere to find what you're looking for. nice thing about being relatively stormy... Oh, wind went against me. Figures. When it's nice and stormy, high waves, make some of those sandbars less of an issue. Of course, these storms do also occasionally tend to bring out those aforementioned serpents, so I'm relatively sure that I can outrace them if I go with the wind at my back. But that could take me into places I really don't want to go either. Play it by ear, play it by ear. But yeah, you will almost always need to do sailing in this game. Unless you're playing with some mods that, you know, reduce your dependency on them. Because even in the... Ooh, those look like... Yes, I'm heading to Swampland, alright. Which has its good and bad points. The good points is, yes, I want to find swamp. The bad point is, I want to find an area that is connected to the swamps that isn't the swamps. And ideally isn't the plains either, because the plains will kill me. So we're going to do a bit of a turn here and try to find the borders of the swamp. And I'm having a little bit of difficulty in maintaining control of my boat here. Oh, see that in the water there? That was a leech. Those guys are nasty. They poison like there's no tomorrow, but you do need them for certain ingredients. Now, at some point during these storms, if you're really lucky, and you might have to kill a certain number of bosses to do it, but if you're really lucky, you will see the Norse god Thor overhead in his chariot, directing the thunder and the lightning. Unfortunately, the odds of seeing that right now are pretty... Oh, that didn't sound good. Boat is still intact, though, and it's not in any immediate danger. Key phrase here, of course, is immediate danger. I'm now going into the wind, so I've kind of got to do the paddling thing. Now, the reason why I want to find a land that's, you know, adjacent to the swamp is because I'd like to be able to build a home base, well, not a home base, but an operational base there. And the swamp is an obscenely dangerous place to be building that sort of thing. Plus, I do have certain concerns about the safety of the boat. Unfortunately, I'm seeing nothing but swamp trees in the distance. And you know what? This is actually kind of a good and a kind of a bad thing. The bad thing is, well, it's not getting me any closer to my goal here. But the good thing is a big swamp means a high chance of finding the secret sunken crypts that I require to find iron. What I'd really like to find would be a black forest adjacent to the swamp. That would be the ideal situation, because black forest would have copper veins. That would allow me to kind of build a mini forge area. Oh, and now the game mocks me. It tells me on the map that I'm in a black forest area. Still. No. I think it's still too close. Let's not hit the big rocks there. Thank heavens for the big swells. Kind of like to find a landmass that, you know, isn't half submerged. Come on, Mother Nature, work with me here. Oh. The wind is turning. This is good. Even if it's only marginally good, it's still good. These are some really nasty waves. And I'm back to being in the headwind. And that's not a good thing, because if I'm in this headwind, I'm paddling slow. And if I'm moving slow, that means I might be trapped out here when night falls. And when night falls... Oh. Are those... Yes, those are trees. Normal trees. Regular trees. The kind of trees that you can chop down, and it looks like even meadow trees. They could be black forest, but they look more like meadows from here. That would be a perfect place to basically have my new outpost. Yes, I can work with this. Okay, it might be black forest, but you know what? That's even better. Because if I can get copper veins, if I can find copper veins, I can build a forge here and get some of what I need built here, as opposed to taking them all the way to the home base. I mean, I eventually will anyway. Let's get some distance between us and the swamp, though. Nope, we're meadows. We're not black forest after all. I don't care. It's still a good place to build a base of operations. Land ho! So, let's say hello to the friendly natives. What? Hitting them with a mace is the Viking way of saying hello. Do some ground leveling. Get some extra resin. The violent way. Yeah, up here is probably the best way. Best place, I mean. chop a few of these smaller trees down. Whack a little bit here to help give me a more level area. Okay, step 1, crafting table. Okay, step 2. Well, let's do a little bit more flattening. We're just going to make a small structure here. Doesn't need to be extravagant. Just utilitarian. Yeah, 4x4 is probably a decent size. More wood. Luckily, I seem to have chosen an area that has plenty of wood to work with. The nice thing about being in the meadows is I don't have to worry about, as a general rule, unwelcome surprises showing up as I'm chopping wood. Now, that's as a general rule. It's possible that I might have some neighbors from the swamp stopping by. But that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure I had a fair amount of distance between me and the swamp. So that I could do this work. And not have to worry about nosy neighbors. At least not any nosy neighbors that could cause me any real harm. Okay, continuing the work. Is that boar picking on my boat? Don't damage my boat. Now, the observant will realize I'm about to close myself off here. Or at least enclose that area. I'll be putting in a door. Don't worry. But I want to get the basic wall structure out of the way. Door. Let's put in the roof. And we will make it a tall roof. Oops. Out of wood again. Once I've got the roof in, that'll count as having shelter for the crafting table. And that'll allow me to do the wood repair work. And being able to do the wood repair work will be also helpful, not so much to do the repairs, but also build arrows. because arrows are always useful. And I should probably chow down another one of my lovely mushroom meals. Hopefully, if I can finish off the fallen logs, this one, the one over here, and the one that's sitting over there by the water, hopefully that'll be enough for me to finish the woodworking. At least the woodworking as far as the shelter is concerned. One more. Oh, okay, looks like I've actually got all the wood I'm going to get. Oh, it's the neighbors. And stay out. Ooh, I stained the walls. Well, you know, when you do violence, it does occasionally tend to be messy. Get myself into a position where I can... There we go. You'll notice that they're turning yellow when you get so high. It does tend to mean the stability of the structure is getting less and less. Occupational hazard. I could build a support beam out of core wood. I don't think I've got any core wood with me at the moment, but I'm probably sure I could get some pretty easily. But I ain't gonna. Let's see, do I really care if I seal that off? Nah. And the reason for I don't care is because this is basically a housing for Explora 1. And now I can do repairs, I can build arrows, I can build anything that requires a tier 1 workbench. Now, some of the stuff requires tier 2. I mean, look, if I make stag breaker or troll leather or anything like that, I would need that. And one more thing I need is a chest. And the reason for that is because I'm going to be going back and forth between here and the swamps. And I need somewhere to store the stuff I find. So, okay, I've got what I wanted. We'll zap ourselves across the ocean. All the way back to my home base. Yeah, I could also have lighting in here if I really felt like it, which I also probably should do at some point. Oh, I have 50 wood to work with here. Let's create the pile here. Sooner or later, I'm going to do something with all this extra wood. It's just a question of what. And, well, I'm still undecided. Alright. Okay, let's head upstairs and rest up. And then we're going to get ready for our first excursion into the swamp. There are all kinds of things in the swamp, some of which are more dangerous than others, including something that wasn't there the last time I streamed this. How's that for a lead-in? I'll take a second. We're going to use the forge here to prepare the bronze. Oops, why do I still have a feather? Go in here, Feather. Really didn't want... Okay. It's time for a little bit of exploration. Oh yeah. Food. Because you better believe I'm going to need that food. The inhabitants of the swamp, they're not friendly. Like, at all. And they hit hard. How hard do they hit? Well, there's an excellent chance we'll be finding that out. Suffice it to say, I want all the help I can get here. And what I really want is for my health to get higher and higher so that, okay, I see something shining in the distance. Those look like skeleton eyeballs. It's scary how I can say things like that. I can tell that there's skeleton eyeballs from this distance. Oh, actually it's a skeleton. So, oh, and we have the Draugr. We're going to try to get a shot on him early. I don't know if I can hit him from here. Oh yeah, you may have noticed it just got kind of dark. And it's going to start being rainy too in a minute. And that is a pretty consistent situation in the swamp. Oops! And we got a Draugr who is far too close for comfort. But he didn't notice me. Now, strangely, he does have an interesting drop. Entrails. Lovely, right? Oh dear, is that what I think it is over there? Over in the left corner here? I'm going to try to avoid that particular area because I have a sneaking feeling that might be one of those really horrible surprises I was mentioning earlier. And I'd really rather not wake it up. That's right, I said wake it up. The Black Forests have trolls. The swamps have their own little surprise these days. Yeah, whoops, there's another Draugr. Okay, I'm in pretty good shape actually. High health helps with blocking, and blocking is essential against these guys. Whoops. Okay, that was... Oh! Okay, now we have a problem. Now I'm going to take the poison resist mead because... Blobs! Poison. Man, I've gotten the attention of just about everything in the bloody swamp here, haven't I? Ah, okay. Let's kill off the leeches. Yes, and look at all the things that are coming up here. Resistances, blood bags, and there's another one of those blobs. Blobs don't do very well with maces. In fact, club-like weapons are the way to go when you're in the swamps. Except for that aforementioned really terrifyingly dangerous thing. Which I'm hoping we won't run into today. We might, though. Okay, let's proceed. We're not going to go crazy and run around here. I usually like to run around places because, you know, I'm impatient. Oops, this is a 1-star leech. I'd rather not be in the water for that. And another blob, so let's kill the blob. And, ooh. We have a number of entertaining hostiles coming this way. Cripes, a 2-star skeleton. The hits just don't stop, do they? And we have a Draugr with an arrow. Yes, Draugr are capable of shooting you too. Oh yeah, you may have noticed there's a couple ancient trees here. Those will be handy. I'm just not ready for them yet. Yeah, leeches are cowards. They tend to run after you've whacked them enough times. If they survive the initial whacking. Alright, that takes care of that. I'm pretty sure that my inventory slots are filling up fast. I'm going to ditch some of these bones that I don't need. Now, you may have noticed in the distance those green lights. We're going to work our way in that direction, because those... Oh, nuts. Now, that thing is an oozer, and that thing's even worse than a blob. Because when you kill it, it creates blobs. Oh yeah, and it poisons too. Luckily, if you hit them early enough and fast enough, they're not a huge problem. Hey, Draugr. Yeah, did I mention that these guys were strong? But this is an important location. This is a Sunken Crypt, and we are going to mark it on our map. And these iron gates can only be opened if you have the swamp key. That very little detail that was dropped by the Elder, and now you know why we wanted the Elder to die. Oh, it's another leech. Let's kill it. Okay, I was hoping that maybe I can build a crafting table here. I need about 20 wood. And the reason I want 20 wood is because I want to build a little something out here, which will hopefully keep me from having to go back and forth too much. I need another 9. I'm not ready to go after ancient wood yet. Perfect. I'm not ready for ancient wood yet. Here we go. So into the Sunken Crypt. And one thing you'll notice quickly is that it's in actually better shape, so to speak, than some of the other crypts. It's also in somewhat worse shape because, you know, water. It's also not exactly well lit. And it's, well, sunken, so it's submerged. Oh yeah. And they have the same kind of critters you would expect from the swamp. Blobs. Draugr will be in here. Skeletons. And mud piles. Now, you might be wondering, justifiably, mud piles. Why? What are mud piles? Why are they here? Well, mud piles have a couple advantages. Ooh, withered bone. These will be important later. I don't need a blob trophy. We're going to pitch that. There are very few trophies that are actually needed in this game. Now, in order to deal with a scrap pile, you need a pickaxe. Now, not only will these pickaxes get you through places, but they will also potentially drop something like scrap iron. And that is where you get the iron to build the really good stuff. Now, if you're lucky, the scrap pile is basically blocking off passage to another room. This one is not so lucky. I realize that's probably looking dark to folks watching the stream, and that really can't be helped right now because I didn't have the freaking money to buy the miner's hat, so to speak. But hey, I'll take those mushrooms. I've said that before. And there's nothing else in here. And over here we have... Oh, that's the block trophy I tossed off. So it doesn't look like there's much here. Well, this has been... Oops, there goes that torch. This is why you carry spares. And seriously, that was it? That was it? One lousy mud pile, one lousy scrap iron. And that was it? Oh man, I am so disgusted with this particular crypt, I cannot even begin to describe it. X that off. Mutter a curse. Yeah, turns out I didn't need that trunk. One lousy scrap iron. Sheesh. I am disappointed beyond my capabilities to describe. Uh-oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't mark where my outpost was. That was pretty clumsy. So we are going to head ourselves out of the swamps at this moment. Oops. But not before we take care of him. Don't worry, I see you, Leech. I can't deal with you yet. Oh, there's two of them. And another one. Oh, good. Plus, I got Leeches poisoning me now. Luckily, I've got the poison resist mead rolling for at least another couple of seconds. Blocking Draugr with the shield is important because they will mess you up. One Leech down. Really don't want to use another potion at this point. No choice. Gotta take it the hard way. Oh, back up. Oh, 3 of them. Okay, that's not good. 4 of them. Cripes, it's Leech Central over there. Really don't want to waste a poison resist potion at the moment since I, don't have that many. Okay, meadows. I'm not going to say that means we're safe, because we're not. But we're in better shape than I was. If I were to go by the shadows, I'd say we still have some time yet before it goes nighttime. Open the door, and I'm going to put the iron into here because much like the other metals, You can't teleport with scrap iron. And I only have 4, which is really disappointing. I'm also going to put in here things I don't actually need to be carrying with me while I'm working. Ultimately, I only really need 4 slots because my carve only has 4 slots for iron. Okay. Oh, let's see. Let's take a look outside. Let me try to get a good look at the western sky and see. Yeah, I think it's time for us to return to home base. And rest up. Also, investigate what I need to make another poison resist potion because I think I could use more. Thistle, necktail, coal, and honey. Coal's the big one because I don't think I've got enough coal. Yeah, I need more coal. Luckily, oops, went the wrong way. Luckily, I've got a kiln out here. Necktails might be the trickier one. I don't know if I have enough necktails. Dandelions growing in my floorboards. Necktails and thistle. Thistle I'm great on. If worse comes to worse, I'll go back to my old base and pick up a bunch of the... Okay, necktails are a problem. I don't have necktails. I might have some at the old base, though. Plus, you know, there's always a possibility that I'll come across some necks on my way. They tend to... Yeah, there's one right there. So we'll just be all subtle-like. Okay, I may have exaggerated on that subtle part. And adding insult to injury, I don't think I even got a necktail off of them. Necktails are not guaranteed drops. Ah, there we go. One there, and did I see one floating around? No, he's too far in the water for me to try to go after. Not gonna try for him. Oh, 2. 2 for the price of 1. Only 1 necktail off him, though. So let's see if I have any necktails inside here. No, but I'll take the thistle. Couple necktails. Not a lot, but you know, some. And let's grab a couple more of stuff that could be useful. Resin, troll hide, more meat, more resin. I'm not ready to make a tree farm yet. Take the mushrooms. Alright. And do I still have any, I used to have a chest, yeah, I have a couple chests out here. I could use the fine wood. Alright, and now we'll head back to the new facility. At some point, I really am going to take apart the old base entirely, but the need for that is not pressing. Oh, hi, boar. Unfortunately, I don't have any... Well, I do have enough room for meat. I just can't take the leather scraps. Okay, now I want to get back to my home base quickly. Because once night falls, gray dwarves start spawning in. And I really don't need another one of them messing up my base again. Especially those brutes. Yeah, before we unload, sleep. And that almost got ugly there because it was saying that there was an enemy nearby, and that means somebody got inside my fencing area. Through the water, of course. So let's take a quick look out here and see if there's anybody wandering around. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm popping off the honey when... Well, let's do it anyway. I need to unload stuff. Then I can grab that honey. Okay, fine wood. Cruel hide. I think the resin issue is going to be... Oh, I get rid of some of that resin. I should have taken the pine. Oh well. The rest is basically ingredients. Oh. I'll stack up the fine wood. Head over to the kitchen. Oh, that was dumb. Before we go to the kitchen, let's go to the kiln and collect all that coal. Eventually the kiln and the smelter will be coming indoors, but we're not there yet. Foodstuffs. Have some carrots. Ingredients. Have some meat. Meat the meat. Necktails. Okay, grab the necktails. Grab the thistle. And... Huh. Okay. Looks like I need to grab the honey outdoors after all. I should probably make more doors. The bees are happy. I like happy, productive bees. Okay, I think I've got everything I need. Yes, I do. One. And only one. That's fair. Okay, honey goes back with the foodstuffs. Neck, thistle. I have too much. Well, you know what? The best thing to do with my resin is to relight my torches. Of which I don't have nearly as many as you might think. Maybe I should build more torches. I have torches up here too, because I basically want to make sure I can find the bloody stairs at night. Still, Haha, I need wood. That's embarrassing. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with that. I can't even build a new chest for these things. Oh, you know what? I can always dump these off at the Explorer 1 outpost and its chest. I mean, that was why I built it, right? I may come to regret that later. Okay, once the food is in my system circulating, we will go into another expedition. Okay, you know what? While I'm waiting for the food to take effect, let's do some repair work on my weapons. And yeah, I could have done the wood stuff too, but I do have the wood crafting table also here at the outpost, so... And while I'm here, let's not make the same mistake I made earlier. Let's put down... And I'm calling that Explorer 1 because that way I know the portal here is keyed to my Explorer 01 portals. Alrighty. I'm going to kind of go a little bit to the north. I'm still not giving up on the possibility of a Black Forest. And that means I'm still not giving up on the possibility that there might be crypts I can explore there and get gold out of, because I really, really would prefer to have a shield in hand and not a torch in hand when I'm doing the work. Oh, it looks like a couple oak trees. Oak trees are cool because they can possibly, well, they'll drop core wood, but they can also drop acorns where you can plant oak trees somewhere else. And that would be pretty cool. Oh, well, on the one hand, no Black Forest. But we do seem to have located mountain biome. Now, the mountain biome will be where we're going to be going when you finish off the big bad of the swamps, who will, for now, remain nameless. But that's a good enough reason to not disassemble the Explorer 1 gate when I wrap things up here. Because it's a good thing to be able to go in, go up, and find the mysteries that lie above. Of course, the things that lie above are also, and this will shock everybody I know, be obscenely dangerous. Ooh, boy, that was a good hit. All the way down there in one hit. Now, admittedly, I had gravity helping. But the point remains. And I'm just kind of going around the mountain here, because I'm really, really hoping to find a Black Forest on the other side. It has not escaped my attention that I am also working my way around the boundaries of the swamp as well as I do this. What can I tell you? If I can do multiple things in one action, I'll call that a win. A lot of strawberries. And I'm not going to ignore those either. Not only are strawberries consumables, but they are also potential ingredients. Unfortunately, we're still no closer to locating a black forested area. I am, however, working my way towards another swampy area. Oh, you know what? Fine. Also, go away, boar. You bore me, boar. It's a nice view up here. Unfortunately, the nice view is showing me something that I did not want to see. A decided lack of crypts. And let's not make any bones about it. It's the crypts that matter here. Oh, it's another one of you guys. Roll down the hill, roll down the hill. And now we've made our circuit around the mountain and found absolutely nothing. There is no black forest to be found here. But we are on the borders of a swamp here. You know what? This might be a good place to start grabbing some of that ancient wood I was referring to earlier. Oh, and he's got a bow. Yeah, that's right, Skelly. Come on, come on. Hi, Skelly! Bye, Skelly. Okay, so let's see what happens when I chop up the ancient tree here. Ordinarily, I would go for cleaning up stumps, but I'm not gonna. And I've picked up ancient bark, which opens up, among other things that I can't do yet, bonfires. Bonfires are fun. Let's get some more of that ancient bark. I see you, skeleton, with your bow and arrow. Oh, multiple guys are there. Whoa! Didn't expect him. That's right, Skelly. You want me. Come and get me. Hi there! Yes, the tree stumps are my defense. Apparently, the best defense against skeleton attack are the tree stumps. I'm going to pat myself on the back on this one for not being environmentally friendly and fixing those tree stumps. Now you'll notice that we have these bigger trees here. You can't do anything to those. Don't even try. I mean, you can try, it just won't work. Oh, hi, Skelly. Any more, you guys? Because, you know... Oh. Got Draugr here in the distance. Let's see if I can pop him. I don't think I can one-shot him from here, but... No, I clearly didn't one-shot him, but that certainly hurt. I got his attention, if nothing else. Oh, he is barely holding on. That shot was a good shot. Bye-bye. And don't think I don't see you, Leech. Well, that worked out remarkably well, all things considered. Bone fragments. Now, if I can find the wood that I had knocked over. Here we go, more ancient bark. Now, for those curious... Oops. It's never good to have something make that noise when you're in your inventory screen or your crafting screen. Okay, back to business. Oh, nuts, there's two of them. I was hoping to do more damage to them, but take what I can get. Really? This guy didn't learn his lesson the first time? Good heavens, it's like I've found Grand Central Station. You'd think that knocking down those ancient trees got everybody's attention here. And I see that one Draugr still running around trying to figure out, where did he go? Where did he go? I went there! Oh, I love it when things work. Looks like my supply of mushrooms needed to be refilled. More leeches. If nothing else, I'm getting plenty of blood bags. Oh, and it's a skeleton. Man, that leech is just sitting there. Yeah, that's right. Get a little closer. If I can get those things before they bite me, it's a good thing, because that way I avoid being poisoned to death. I approve of not being poisoned to death. I see you there. Oh, it's a one-star guy. He might be a little rougher to take out. Let's try not to worry about him. Oh, is that Draugr? No, that's just a tree stump. Welcome to the paranoia of the swamps. Oh! Rude! More skeletons. I might as well go and kill him too. As opposed to having him annoy me later. More leeches. But you know what I'm still not seeing? Crypts. I see you, Leech. Oh, 2-star Leech. Yeah, leave him alone. I'll cheerfully go after the leeches, however, that have no stars. Whoa! Blocking is fundamental. Practice blocking on greylings first so you get an idea of how to do it. And then use that to be able to deal with some of these other guys, like, say, skeletons, Draugr. The ones who... Oh, nuts. There's like 3 of them over here. Maybe just 2. Can I get that one? Nuts, I missed. That one did not. It's going to be a bit of work getting to him, though. Oh, and that one I've gotten the attention of. And he sees me, which means I'm not going to be able to one-shot him. But I did get him down enough where I could do that. If I can work my way over here. Oh! Yeah, he's a nasty. See how that one bow shot? Look at the damage from that bow. In fact, if I don't get this guy killed quickly, he's going to kill me. Okay, that was a lot closer than I want to think about. Come on, health, regenerate. I really don't need the trophy. In fact, I think maybe the smart move here would be to start working my way back to Explore 1. I have not found any crypts in this area. I found plenty of Draugr. But nothing that's going to allow me to get at the iron that I crave so much. Blobs. I'm just kind of checking the edges now. I'm not too concerned about nightfall in the meadows, because the meadows are reasonably safe. I mean, yeah, they've got the Grey Dwarves, you got the Berserkers, and you got all of that, but these are things that can be handled. Get some of that stamina regen. One of the dangerous parts about the swamps is the fact that it's wet all the time, so your stamina regeneration is not at its best. Yeah, it's time to start heading south. Bye, Grayling. I'm not going to miss you. And there we go. Enough grass that I can get up the inclines. Oops, I shouldn't have said anything. I feel cold. And in many places, this would be a very bad thing. I'm kind of at the sweet spot right now where I'm tough enough that I can take out this kind of stuff that come out here, like, say, Grey Dwarf brutes. We are getting a little crowded, though. Oh, no, that's to the swamp. I don't want to go to the swamp. If I can arrange for these guys to go to the swamp, that would be cool. I suppose I could use Eikthyre's ability. That would give me what I need to get away with little problems. And I'm beginning to think that maybe I should have. Well, yeah, maybe I should have indeed. I didn't think that the brute was that close. If I didn't have the brute and all his relatives chasing me. Well, if it's just him, though. If it's just him, then maybe we can make a fight out of this. You know, that worked a lot better than I thought it would. I had no right to have come out of that one so well. Apparently the swing speed of a mace is a lot faster than I thought it was. Certainly faster than some of the other weapons I've used against these guys. Now here's a pro tip for those who want to get really min-max in Valheim. If you're going to be going after Grey Dwarves, even brutes, the best weapons you want to have are the ones that stab. Knives, spears. They're weak to piercing weapons. Well, the good news is I'm not wet anymore. Bad news is that it's cold, so my situation has not improved. Oh, seriously? You're going to do that to me? Where are you, Boar? Yeah, the worst thing you could have done was get my attention. this point, the only thing a boar does is annoy me. Or, if you want to be really punny about it, the only thing that boars do is bore me. Yeah, I'll take the cheap shot sometimes. I have no shame. Okay, we're gonna hop up and rest before we do anything else. Let's not encourage brutes to attack the stronghold. Okay, so let's get rid of some of the stuff I'm carrying. Blood bags. Blood bags are usable for ingredients. Dandelions. Still wound up some bone junk. I think I'm gonna need more. Yeah, maybe I should make some more Queen's Jam. I don't have enough blueberries to make more Queen's Jam. Apparently, that is not my jam. Hey, I did say I went for the cheap stuff sometimes, didn't I? Entrails. Always good to have. I'm going to build another chest up here for my ingredients. And I'll put the coal in there for now, because I do need to make more poison-resist potions. I have no more meat meals, so it's going to be the deer stew now. Now, I was promising bonfires. So I need 1 core. And 5 of each type of wood. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go outside. As soon as I can find out where I hid my door. And there it is. Massive bonfire. The only benefit I've really seen with it, honestly, is just a good signal fire. But hey, it's nice to have, it's neat, it's not horrible. And why not? I'm going to ditch that crafting table and I'm going to put it back here in the corner. Alright, and while I'm here, let's dump off the ancient wood if I can. I can't because I have too many things. I can at least get rid of that. I can get rid of the eyes. I can free up the flaming arrows there, since there was only one there. And technically there's only one wooden arrow here. Actually, you know what? Let's take the 100, actually. I've been using a lot of arrows, and it's probably a good idea for me to have them available. nothing else I want to throw in here for now. For now. Alright. Oh yeah, my food's running out again. Bap, bip, bop. And we're going to head west again. We're going to try to cover all this area. Look, Greylings, I don't particularly want to do you guys in, but if you're going to insist on jumping me like this, I'm afraid you're really bringing it upon yourself. Yeah, I was trying to let him live, but... Okay, well, good news, bad news. Bad news is there's a Draugr here. The good news is he hasn't noticed me yet. And that means Draugr goes bye-bye. Is that a leak? Yes, it is. And it's a 1-star leak. Two 1-star, 3 1-star leeches. They're all hanging back. So, nah, we're not gonna do that. I mean, I could, but... Oh, and now I got a Leech Trophy. Again, not really something that's all that useful to me. So Leech Trophy is going to go back in the water. And we're ditching that rock because I don't need that rock either. And you know what? I got plenty of resin. We're ditching the resin. Okay, let's see if I can get across here before I get another leech paying attention to me. Oh, was that a blob? Or is that just the coloration of the area? Oh! Leeches. Oops. Well, looks like I failed to properly appreciate the danger there, and as a result, I got bit. And this is why you carry poison-resist potions. I see you, Draugr. You know, I wasn't sure I'd be able to hit him there. Got him. And there's the skeleton who was closing in. And there's the entrails. You might be wondering why I'm bothering with all these entrails. Well, mainly because there is something that I will be able to build in the not horribly distant future, which requires iron. And that will allow me to create more food. That's right, I'm going to be eating Draugr. Hey, there's no accounting for taste, I guess. Nuts. I saw a green glow and I was hoping that was another... Oh, that ain't good. And we got 2 of the blobs. Yeah, that ain't good at all. We've got a couple spawners there. And those spawners are... bad spawners. I wonder if I can take him out at a distance. If I can take those things out at a distance, that would be good, because I really don't want to have to deal with... Ahem. Really don't want to have to deal with the Draugr popping out of them. Because not all Draugr are created equal, and some of them are even worse than the brutes for Grey Dwarves. Unfortunately, that thing is not breaking. And to be honest, I'm not even 100% sure I'm hitting. Now that purple over there, those are skeletons. And I'm less concerned about skeleton spawners than I am about Draugr spawners. Draugr spawners are terrifying. Skeleton spawners are just business as usual. Ugh. And there's another set of them. You know, I can only deal with these kind of things one at a time, and some of those guys are bound to be elites, which are bad. As in, they will make you die bad. Oh, great, that one's an archer. You're not the only ones who can use bow and arrow, boys. I might be able to kill them faster with a mace, but I can guarantee you I'll kill them safer with a bow and arrow. But I'm also wasting a lot of arrows on this thing because I'm having too many misses. Okay, hold on. That's important. Now I really gotta take this thing out. Fine. We're gonna go with violence. Oh, nuts, there's a third. Okay, got a rabbit. There's no way I can handle this. Oh, run, run, run! You know what? That might actually be the smartest thing I could do right now. Don't try to run for the meadows. Run for the crypt. Because they won't follow me into the crypt. Oh. Oh, that was close. That was close. I did not see it. I thought there was only 2 Draugr spawners there, and there were 3. That was almost horrific. Now, I'm really hoping that my health stamina will start going back up quickly. I don't have any health potions. That could be an issue. Still waiting for this thing to finish its climb up. I really don't want to get out of here until I'm well above 90. And if it's going to pulse at only 4.5 health per, it's going to be a while before we get there. Maybe once I dry off in roughly 23 seconds. Oh man, that was almost the end of me. That was almost the end of me. It would have been awfully rough to do a corpse run over here, I can tell you that for absolute certain. Okay, we're now getting 6 per. So one more tick. Alright. Let's go out there prepared to face the enemy, who is probably still out here. Okay, perhaps he's not. Now we're going to go back the way we came, which may sound like it's an incredibly suicidal thing to do. Yeah, you guys had the advantage last time by taking me by surprise. Oh, come on! And I'm dead. Well, that's annoying, to say the least. Okay, well, let's work out the plan here. Okay, stamina is going to be the big thing here because this is a corpse run and I'm going to be running. Because it's a safe bet the Draugr will not be far, and since I have no equipment, it could get pretty nasty pretty quickly. Okay, recover some of that stamina while I'm still out here and dry. Yeah, let's not get hit by that leech. That leech gets me, and I'm going to die. And the leeches do move faster than I do. Okay, stamina recover, stamina recover, stamina recover. Try to do some sneaking. Because maybe if I can sneak my way there, maybe anything that's still hanging around there like that. Ah! Damn the thing. He's still freaking alive. That's right, though. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Go that way. Grab! Run! Oh, come on! And bad guy is down. Okay, that was a rough experience there. And now, because I'm completely insane, we're going to try to go back that way. Oh. Turnip seeds. That's a big deal. Turnip seeds are big. I mean, seriously big. They're food ingredients that will be crucial to the future. Poisoning little weasels. Yeah, I see you wandering over here. Oh, great, and now it's nighttime too. Which has good and bad sides to it. And right now, it's mostly bad. But I want to get rid of that last spawner, dagnabbit. But I don't have the health for this. But I'm going to try it anyway, because I am 10 kinds of an idiot, so why not? Oh, great, he needs a freaking 1-star. Well, good news and bad news. Good news is the spawner's gone. The bad news is I'm dead again. And getting my stuff back is going to be really challenging this time. Especially since there's still a skeleton spawner there. Yeah, let's rest. From a dream of death, you awaken to death itself. Yeah, been experiencing that. Luckily, my foodstuffs have not changed. Unfortunately, I could really use some meat stuff, so what we're going to do is we're going to make some deer stew and carrot stew. Blueberries. Blueberry, carrot. What else do I need for the carrot stew? Carrot soup, my bad. Mushrooms. Pretty sure I still have mushrooms. How many cooked deer meat for my stew here? 1? Okay. Okay. Oh, and boar jerky. I should probably make boar jerky. It ain't much, but I'll take what I can get. First, though, deer stew. Then, carrot soup. Now for boar jerky, I don't think I need to cook it first. But I do need the honey. And while we're thinking of the honey, let's hop outside and harvest from the bees. Are the bees still happy? Yes, they are. And I'm glad they're happy. Because heavens knows I'm not. And I'm going to throw one of those beef jerkies in here because I don't need it right now. And honey goes in here. And chomp, chomp, chomp. And I'm just going to wait here for my health to go up, because I'm probably going to need all the help I can get there. See, it's much better when I'm in a sheltered, comfortable area, warm fire and all that. I mean, take a look at those hit point values. Bam! 24.5 hit points per tick. Is that not something worth something? Okay. Time for suicidal runt number 3. The good news is I've got a fair amount of health and a fair amount of stamina. That's good. The bad part, though, is that I have no armor, which means a stiff breeze can probably do me in. Well, you know how it goes. Why do it easy? Why do it easy when you can do things insanely difficult? Ah, nuts. That's not good. I'm in no shape to take out a Draugr. I mean, gee, let's take a look. I'm completely unarmed. Come on, thank heavens. For a minute there, I thought that Leech was going to get me. Oh, tell me that's not another Draugr up there. No, it's the spawner area, which still has a bunch of hostiles. Ugh! And there's 2 freaking Draugr there? This is going to be rough. Oh, and of course, one of them is walking right by my gravesite. And one of them is still the freaking archer. And there's a freaking skeleton. You know, this is looking more and more impossible by the moment. If I can just get across quickly. Run! Okay, good news, bad news time. Oh! Really good news. Now, granted, it does have mixed opinions as far as good news, but okay. I'm in as good a shape as I'm going to ask for right now. Let's just take a quick second to mark the fact that, yes, I found another crypt. And I'm definitely going to want to come back here at some point. Okay, deep breath. Full health. Okay, I've been kind of dancing around this area a bit. And now I think it's time to actually go to the specific location. You may have noticed this big freaking skull over here. This is, in fact, the location of the next boss. Oh, nuts, that's a one-star guy. Let's see if I can pop. Oh, nuts, Draugr Elite. He's a rough one. If he hits you, he will wreck your day. Oh, nuts. Being able to evade attacks is a pretty big deal, too. Whoop! Someone's shooting at me. Oh, I'm being shot at in 2 directions. Hey, that's a bullseye. Well, it's not a bullseye. Okay, before I get too far, read the runestone. Bone mass. Cook their remains. Oh, that's kind of an intimidating little, notation. Ooh, Draugr Elite Trophy. That trophy is one of the trophies that's actually going to be worth something, so we will take that. Okay. Let's see if I can get rid of that last spawner without getting killed again. So, it took some work, but we finally killed off this spawner. Awesome. Unfortunately, there's another one not horribly far from here. It's like the job never ends. Well, my equipment's getting low here, so... Oh, nuts! Remember when I said something big and horrible was around the swamps? There it is, an abomination. And we want nothing to do with him right now. So we are going to try to run like hell. Because I'm relatively sure I don't have the weaponry to take him out. Is he still following me? Because if he's not following me, then I can afford to take some time to kill off this Draugr. Okay, it doesn't look like we're being followed, so we're going to start heading back at this point. I'm not quite ready to make the boat trip with iron back, because for 4 scrap iron, that's really not worth it. Seriously. Is that another one? Oh, nuts, there's 2 of them. I did not expect 2 of those suckers. Luckily, I do still have the potions. That's the good news. The bad news, I only have 2 of them left. which makes the fermentation of those potions back home look more and more important. Don't worry, dear. I don't really have any need to kill you guys off yet. I've got plenty of food supplies for now. Not to mention, right now, I am pretty full up on what I've got. So let's hop in here. I'm not carrying any metal, so I should be able to zap myself back. And I can start working on the really important gain from all this. It was not the Elite Trophy that's the big gain. It's not the entrails. No, it's those turnip seeds. Those turnip seeds are, beyond a doubt, the most important thing I gained on this little trip, because those seeds are for turnips, and the turnips will make some good food, and that food is dead crucial for continuing my adventure. Oh, you may have noticed rain is laughed at when it comes to the bonfire. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Put that away. Put that away! Oops, that wasn't what I wanted either. There, no, not that. Come on, there's my hoe. Ugh. First, I'm leveling this area. And then I'm going to use the cultivator tool. And finally, I'm going to build myself a bit of a fencing area. Well, I would, but I need wood. Oh, I can at least plant the suckers here. Seed 1, seed 2, seed 3. Okay, I have some wood in various locations around here. I mean, heck, I've been collecting all this wood forever. Might as well make use of it. And basically, I want to fence this area in because, well, we have seen that bad things have been wandering the area. Oh, I guess I need a table too. So I want to make sure that they don't get a chance to wipe out my garden. Yes, I do recognize that I've, well, that should still be good enough. And there we go. It's a little garden. It's not a big garden. But it will grow those turnips. Seeds into turnips. I'll plant the turnips to make more seeds. And once I got that, I'll start being able to make some decent food, which will be critical in future attempts. Oh yeah, now that I have the wood. Oh, come on, I ran out of wood there. Sometimes. Apparently I never put the strawberries away. That was a potentially dumb idea. The blob stuff is actually an ingredient for something else. I don't know if I can make them yet. Not yet, not yet. Ooh, carrying them. Well, I'm carrying the mushrooms for a reason. More poison resist potions are done. That's a good thing. That means that it'll be a lot easier to continue the work. Let's do some repairs. Because heaven knows I've done enough that needs repairing. Put the Draugr Elite Trophy in here. There is a reason for it. There is a reason for it. It's just not going to become apparent for a little while longer. I will need to make more food, but I think that we've reached the end of our journey today. So, what have we done today? Well, we certainly explored a bit more of the map here. We nailed down a couple crypts. Don't have enough money still to get my headlamp, which is going to be a problem in the future. But I found a nice grouping of swamp areas and located the altar of bone mass, something that is going to become very crucial. We can get rid of the dead things there now. Cleared out one Sunken Crypt, which sucked, but located another one. There's another set of spawners that we'll worry about when we get there. We're not there yet, though. I might want to be able to make when I get out the turnips before I do that. I haven't decided. A lot depends on whether or not I can even make them yet. I don't know if I will be able to. And of course, I could always, get really desperate and try to go to the crypt all the way down here to the south, which I can't imagine why I would do that. So, all in all, a reasonably successful run. So, this has been Valheim on my off-scheduled day. Again, usually I have different things going on. In fact, my next stream will be on next Wednesday for Star Trek Online. That will be at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern to approximately 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And then the following Saturday, I believe that will be the day of the new year, I will be streaming Star Citizen at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern to approximately 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I'd like to thank everybody who was watching, whether you watched this live or video on demand, either here or at YouTube. Thank you all very much. I hope to see you again. This is Koreth Landwalker, signing off.